Hey dudes, it's Hannah, and today I'm going to be doing a video on things from my childhood. And this may not be a very interesting video, but it's just an idea I thought of. So, just like all my other videos, it's just ideas I thought of that probably no one will enjoy, but I decided to do anyways. So, we'll try to do this in chronological order of like, youngest to oldest. But the thing is, I'm not exactly sure with all of these things. So some of it's kind of, like, iffy, but here's a good one we can start with. This one is a bear that it's the birthday bear, you know, it's got November on it, and then it's got my name. And I got this, I believe, the day I was born. So I would assume that was the earliest thing from my childhood. And this is something I've kept always, and it's just something that, you know, it's one of those things you can't get rid of it, you know. But yeah, it's amazing. I think actually my dad got it for me, or I think it was like a group effort. I don't know, but it's very cool and very special to me. But here's where it gets a little tricky because there's three things here that I'm not exactly sure when I got them. I knew it was around the same time, but I'm not exactly sure. The next one is this, and it's just one of these, like, I forget what they're called, but one of these dolls, and it is Happy Hannah. And since it's Hannah, that's the one I got. My sister had one that was Erin, and so my sister's name is Erin. So we each had one that was our names, and I believe her hair didn't come like this. I believe I cut it. I cut all of my doll's hair. Whoops. But it was kind of fitting because I was a very, very, very happy child. Like, even, like, you could be, like, scream and yell at me, and I would still be, like, the happiest little kid in the entire world. Like, I was just, so yeah, it was very fitting, and very, another one of those things where it's just like, yes, this is mine. And I don't know if anyone else does that when they, like, have a thing that has been theirs for forever, and then when people touch it, you're just like, no, it's mine! But yeah, so there's that. And then I also have this cat Beanie Baby that my dad got me. And I don't know, somewhere between 1 and 3, I would say. So obviously I'm not very, you know, you don't know much about that time in your life. But it's just this, like, tigery striped kitten, and I love it so much. It's just, I don't know, they all have the same amount of feelings of, like, this is so important to me with them, that it's just, like, I don't even know how to describe it, so I'll just move on to the next one. This one, sorry to all my other things, this one probably means more to me than most of the things here. I don't know exactly when this was given to me, but my brother Tyler, for Christmas one year, he bought this for me with his own money, which he was 12 or 11 when I was born, and I was probably 3 or 4 when he got this for me. So he would have been like 16? Wait, that's not right. Something like that. I'm not really sure. But he got this for me, and as you can see, it's very, very worn down and stained, and I've just loved this thing to death, and I still love this thing. Like, it sleeps on my bed with me. I have no shame. This is my favorite stuffed animal ever. We'll go into more things. Here is, from this point on, is kind of like 4 to, we'll say 4 to 6 is what I'm going to say. And I'll start out with these two right here, and these are books. This is Where's the Baby King by Karen King and illustrated by Jane Cope. And this book, oh my goodness, it's one of those little, it's like a Christmas flat book about finding baby Jesus. And it was, like, literally my favorite thing as a child. Like, I just remember having this and it being, like, so wonderful. And then this, even though I enjoyed the flat book quite a bit, I think this was probably my favorite book. And it is Where Do You Sleep, Little One? And by Patricia Hooper and illustrated by John Winch. And I have always loved animals and things like that. And oh my goodness, just opening it makes me, like, so emotional. The little backdrop here is just, like, the most amazing book ever. Like, this is my favorite book in the entire world. It just goes through and all the, like, it's not just barn animals, it's just animals and things like that. It gives all their beds, you know, and it just tells where they sleep. It's not barn animals, it's just animals. Some of it's barn animals, but they just, like, it goes through all of them and where they sleep. But yeah, I don't even remember exactly what this book was about. I just remember loving it so much. I know it's a terrible thing, but I just remember I loved the illustrations in it. And as a child, illustrations were my favorite part. I didn't pay attention to the book. Like, who does that? And this is something that my dad found for me, and it is a dinosaur egg. You can't tell me otherwise. It is a dinosaur egg. One day it will hatch. Just gotta be like a chicken and keep it warm. This is something that my great aunt, I'm not sure, but she gave this to me, and I'm not exactly where in relation. We visited her probably every year in the summer. We saw her pretty much every year until she died. And so it was always really special because she would always, like, buy us, like, little tiny things, and it was always so cool to me. And this is one thing that she got me. I think my sister has something quite like it, only it's a little bit bigger. So it was like kind of like a set. And I don't know why, but I love this so much, and I always kept it. It's kind of like a keepsake because I think this is one of the last things that she gave to me before she died. And it was just, I don't know, really special. And it's just like a chicken, like a golden chicken, but it's really special to me. Another thing here is this, I don't even know what it is, but you, like, flip it upside down and it does really cool stuff. And I always loved things like this when I was little, where they, like, you like change directions and they do different things. And even though, like, those toys where you had the beans in it and you move it and the beans would go to the other side and it would, like, do animal shapes. I don't know if it was just me that had one of those, but, like, anything like that, I just loved, like, figuring them out, and, like, everything about them were just so cool to me. I still love this thing. This is another doll-like thing that I have. This is another Hannah doll. I don't know if this one was named Hannah or I just named it Hannah because most of the dolls I had, I named Hannah. Her hair is ruined and cut in several places because I did that. And also her feet is missing, and I kind of did that on purpose. So, yeah, that goes to my destructiveness as a child. She is very broken, but I still love her. She's like me. I think this was probably still in the age range of about 4 to 7, 6 something, whatever age range I was in. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Wrong.
But whatever age range I was in, I think that's the same thing it was in. But there's this, and this is a little carton here thing, and it's full of Hot Wheels. And this is something that me and my childhood best friend Caleb would always play with. And it's really, really special to me. We went to church together, and I would always bring them to church, and we would play with them after church. And in the summertime, when it was still, like, daylight, we would go over to the slides and, like, put the Hot Wheels down the slides, and that was, like, the funnest time in my entire childhood. And actually, I think in one of the last videos that was edited or something was said about relationships, and my brother put up a thing that was like, she's lying, she's in a relationship. I wasn't at the time of filming the video, but I am now, and it is with my childhood best friend that I had these cars with. So, yeah, those are still very cool to me. And so after this point, I think it's more like 8 to 10, it's more like 7 to 10, I would say, of, like, the remainder of things. I only have 2 more things. I have this little, like, utility knife thing. I don't know what it is, but I don't even know where I got it. But I've had this thing for, like, literally forever, and I think the light on it actually still works. Well, it did. Does it now? Oh, I'm just taking it off. Never mind. Yeah, it's not gonna work that way, Hannah. You're so smart. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't work now. But it did. I promised it did at one point. But, yeah, I used to carry this thing around with me all the time. I think it's actually like a cork opener with it. I don't know, but it's cool. I've literally had this for forever. I don't even know how I got it. It just like appeared one day and I was like, oh cool, that's mine. And then I have this sweatshirt. Again, one of those things where I have absolutely no idea where it came from. It just popped up one day in my closet and I've been wearing it ever since. This is something I've had since I was 8 years old and I still wear it. Like, I still have absolutely no clue where it came from, but I still wear it. That's just, I think that just describes me as a person. Like, where'd that come from? I don't know, but it's comfy, so I wear it. Well, this was kind of a very short video, but I just thought it would be fun. Thank you guys for watching this long, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I don't know. I'm lame. Correct me if I'm wrong.